Greetings, Sigmas. When flirting, most men act like they're performing on stage, putting on a show, making jokes, offering compliments, and hoping that something will stay. Everything is noise, effort, and performance. However, what about Sigma men? Their game is entirely different, and it doesn't need a spotlight. Sigma men choose a completely different strategy, one that does not entail playing by antiquated norms or pleading for approval. Rather, they radiate a self-sufficient vitality and a quiet confidence that makes them captivating. What, therefore, is the reason for their casual, anti-pursuit attitude? Today, we'll explore 15 reasons why Sigma men don't participate in the chase game and how this makes them even more alluring to women. Women notice, not because he's loud, but because he's different. While others fight for attention, he stands out by being silent, composed, and untouchably intriguing. So, what exactly makes the Sigma male's approach to attraction so effective and so magnetic? Let's break it down. Number 1, they don't chase. They attract. Sigma males don't chase. They know their value and don't need to prove it. Chasing signals desperation. But for a Sigma, attraction is about maintaining a natural presence that draws people in. Think of gold. It doesn't beg to be discovered. It's valuable on its own. Similarly, Sigma males don't pursue others or seek validation. Their confidence is magnetic as they show up authentically calm, composed, and self-sufficient. This quiet self-assurance is far more appealing than desperate gestures. Women and people are drawn to this energy because the Sigma doesn't need anyone to complete him, making him even more desirable. Number 2, mystery is their flirting language. Sigmas are masters of maintaining mystery. Unlike others who eagerly lay all their cards on the table, Sigmas keep just enough hidden to spark. This isn't a flaw, it's a feature. By saying less, they communicate more, leaving people intrigued, wanting to know more, and often wondering what lies beneath the surface. From a psychological perspective, curiosity is one of the most powerful emotions that drive human behavior. Research shows that the brain is hardwired to crave what it doesn't fully understand. When something is incomplete or elusive, the brain experiences a sense of tension in curiosity, prompting individuals to seek out more information. Sigmas understand this instinctively, while others might overshare on the first, trying to impress or win approval. Sigmas create an air of mystery. They don't reveal their life story right away. They leave space for the other person to wonder and fill in the blanks. This psychological dynamic keeps people engaged. It's a subtle power that keeps Sigmas in control of the interaction, while others scramble to catch up. Number 3, emotional control is sexy. A Sigma male stays calm under pressure, unaffected by chaos or distractions. He doesn't suppress emotions but masters them. With high emotional intelligence, he controls his responses and navigates situations with poise, while others react impulsively. The Sigma remains composed, responding with purpose. This emotional stability makes him a natural magnet for those seeking security. People are drawn to his calm demeanor, feeling safe around someone who doesn't flinch in difficult situations. The Sigma's ability to stay steady in emotional turbulence becomes a powerful form of influence, attracting others without relying on looks or words. Number 4, they speak with their energy, not words. While most men rely on long, drawn-out conversations to flirt, a Sigma male plays a different game, one of subtlety and power. Sigmas understand that nonverbal communication is often more potent than words. In fact, studies in body language reveal that a significant portion of our communication, up to 93%, is nonverbal. This is where the Sigma thrives. A deep, lingering look across the room can speak louder than a slight arch of an eyebrow. The purposeful smirk, the slow blink, they're all deliberate cues that show interest and confidence without saying a thing. This is how a Sigma flirts. It's not about filling the space with unnecessary chatter. It's about controlling the energy in the room. Body language is the oldest language in the world, and Sigmas speak it fluently. They know that a well-timed glance or an intentionally measured silence can create a magnetic pull. It's in that subtlety. It's irresistibly intriguing. Number 5. Independence is irresistible. Sigma males are not just comfortable with solitude, they thrive in it. Unlike others who seek constant company or validation, a Sigma understands the value of independence. This preference for being alone isn't born out of loneliness, but rather self-sufficiency and inner psychologically. Independence is deeply attractive because it signals emotional maturity and high self-worth. When a Sigma chooses to engage with others, it's not out of need. It's because he values the connect. This dynamic is compelling because it shifts the power. While others may cling to relationships to fill a void, a Sigma shares his life from a place of fullness, not emptiness. This subtle but powerful difference creates a sense of respect. The Sigma male's independence tells the world, I don't need you, I choose you. And that choice, when freely given, is far more powerful and magnetic than anything based on dependency or need. Number 6. They don't flatter. They observe. Flattery is easy. It's often a surface-level attempt to gain attention. But a Sigma doesn't rely on empty compliments. Instead, a Sigma observes deeply and speaks with authenticity. Instead of saying, you're hot, he might say, I notice the way you carry yourself in a room. That's rare. This difference is subtle but powerful. Psychologically, meaningful compliments are more impactful because they signal that you're paying attention to qualities beyond the physical. When a Sigma compliments someone, he highlights traits that reflect depth, intelligence, or unique presence. Women, being intuitive, notice this shift from shallow praise to genuine recognition. This approach taps into self-esteem psychology. Compliments that acknowledge a person's character or strength make them feel truly seen, respected, and valued for more than just their looks. In a world full of superficial praise, a Sigma's words stand out because they show understanding, and that's what women remember. Not just being admired, but being understood. Number 7. They're unapologetically authentic. Sigma males don't need to put on a mask or pretend to be someone they're not. Unlike others who morph to fit in or seek validation, Sigmas embrace their true selves. This is reflected in their flirting style, genuine, unfiltered, and unapologetically real. In today's world, where social media thrives on filtered images and curated personas, authenticity has become a rare commodity. Most people are caught up in projecting a version of themselves that meets others' expectations. But Sigmas break free from that norm. They remain true to their quirks, their quietness, and their unique thoughts. This authenticity draws others in, creating a powerful connection that superficial charm simply cannot replicate. Studies in psychology confirm that authenticity leads to deeper, more meaningful relationships. Rarely does a person's true self shine through, but when it does, it's like a breath of fresh air. And what's rare, it's inherently attractive. That's the Sigma edge. Number 8. They let silence do the talking. Most men fear awkward silences, often scrambling to fill the void with words or actions. But a Sigma, he embraces silence. Silence, for a Sigma, isn't uncomfortable. It's powerful. It builds tension, stirs curiosity, and forces the other person to lean in, both physically and mentally, psychologically. Silence is a tool of dominance. According to communication theory, nonverbal cues, like pauses or moments of quiet, often communicate more than words themselves. Silence gives room for mystery to grow. It compels the other person to ask, what's going on in his mind? What's he thinking? This Sigma understands this by remaining silent when others expect chatter. He flips the script, drawing others into his world. The mind fills the silence with possibilities, creating intrigue. His silence becomes louder than someone else's overenthusiastic words. And that, in its simplicity, is the Sigma strategy, mastering the art of presence without saying a word. Number 9, they don't perform. They influence. Sigma males don't need to entertain people to gain attention. They naturally captivate. While many men rely on humor or flashy behavior to stand out, a Sigma doesn't try to be the center of attention. Instead, he creates a presence that speaks for itself. When a Sigma speaks, it's with purpose. His words are measured, carefully chosen, and often delivered with a quiet confidence that makes them land. This is rooted in communication theory, which shows that people listen more intently when someone speaks less often, but with greater intention, rather than trying to dominate the conversation with jokes or constant chatter. A Sigma's words are impactful because they're rare, insightful, and often carry a deeper meaning. His silence holds power, making each spoken word seem like it has weight. The result? When a Sigma finally speaks, people listen, and what he says lingers. It's not about volume, it's about creating an impression. Number 10. They value depth over game. Let's be honest, most flirting is superficial. Questions like, "What do you do for fun?" or "Where are you from?" are designed to fill awkward silences, but they don't foster meaningful connections. Sigmas, on the other hand, know that real attraction stems from genuine depth. Instead of sticking to surface-level conversations, a Sigma dives into what matters: ideas, passions, fears, and dreams. A Sigma doesn't waste time on small talk. Instead, they ask questions like, "What keeps you awake at night?" This isn't a casual inquiry. It's a way to understand what drives someone, what scares them, and what excites them, by shifting the focus from superficial charm to deep connection. Sigmas form relationships built on substance. They aren't interested in fleeting interactions. They're after bonds that go beyond the surface, and in doing so, they create connections that last because, unlike others, they're not fishing for attention, they're fishing for meaning. Number 11. They aren't afraid of rejection. Sigmas don't tie their self-worth to the opinions of others. They know that people's judgments are often influenced by their own insecurities, biases, or misunderstandings. So, if someone doesn't vibe with them, that's perfectly fine. They don't internalize rejection. Instead, they simply move on. This ability to remain unshaken and unbothered is a hallmark of emotional intelligence, the ability to understand and manage one's emotions without letting external factors dictate how they feel. This nonchalance is incredibly attractive because it radiates authentic confidence. It signals that a Sigma doesn't need validation to feel complete or valued. In fact, it's this absence of desperation for approval that makes them so magnetic. People are drawn to what's rare, and self-sufficiency is in short supply. When a Sigma doesn't chase or seek reassurance, they become an enigma hard to ignore and impossible to manipulate. And that rare confidence, it's downright irresistible. Number 12. They lead with purpose. Sigmas are purpose-driven, meaning everything they do, including flirting, has intention. It's not just about sparking attraction. It's about aligning with someone who shares similar values, goals, and visions. For a Sigma, relationships aren't about fleeting connections or short-term fun. They're about building something meaningful. This approach stems from goal-oriented behavior, a concept in psychology where people seek partners who complement their larger life objectives. Sigmas are deeply rooted in their own mission, and if someone fits into that vision, they're a welcome addition. If not, they don't force it. No hard feelings, just a mutual understanding that their paths may not align. This mindset naturally attracts those who are also seeking something real, people who want depth, commitment, and purpose in their connections. The energy a Sigma projects isn't about surface-level charm. It's about creating a foundation for a lasting, genuine relationship. And that's what makes Sigma energy so magnetic to those ready for something more. Number 13. Their confidence isn't loud. It's unshakable. While alpha males boast loudly about their achievements and betas seek validation from others, Sigmas move in silence, letting their actions speak louder than any words ever could. Their confidence doesn't scream. It's embedded deep in their soul. This type of confidence is rooted in internal self-assurance, which is often more appealing than the external bravado seen in others. Sigmas don't need to prove themselves, they simply are. It's evident in how they walk into a room, exuding calm energy and presence. They remain unshaken in tough moments, handling adversity and they are completely fine being underestimated by others. The quiet fire of a Sigma burns steadily, not wildly. This is because they are secure in who they are, and that security is magnetic. People are naturally drawn to this level of self-sufficiency and emotional control. It's a powerful, unspoken force that makes others want to know more, and in turn, they find themselves captivated by the Sigma's calm, yet compelling energy. Number 14. They don't flirt. They create for a Sigma. Flirting isn't about performing or trying to impress. It's about something much more powerful: presence. In a world of constant distractions, genuine attention is rare, and that's what a Sigma offers. Presence means fully engaging in the moment, without distractions. It's locking eyes with someone and making them feel as though they are the only person in the room. Studies in emotional intelligence show that people crave this level of attention because it makes them feel valued. A Sigma doesn't need to fill the space with empty words. Instead, they listen actively, giving their full focus to the conversation. This creates a deep connection. When a Sigma is present, they make you feel seen and understood, something most people struggle to offer. It's this rare ability to make someone feel like the most important person in the world that leaves a lasting impression. And that, in itself, is unforgettable. Number 15. They're not playing a role. They're living a legacy. Sigmas don't waste their energy on fleeting distractions like weekend hookups. Instead, they focus on leaving a lasting impact on others, on their community, and on the world. Everything they do, from their actions to their interactions, contributes to the larger story they're crafting. This intentional way of living is rooted in purpose-driven behavior, where every choice aligns with their deeper goals and values. Psychologically, people who live authentically and with intention are perceived as more grounded and magnetic. Studies show that individuals who live with purpose tend to attract others because they exude a sense of stability and confidence. Sigmas understand this. They know that even how they flirt, the way they engage with others, is a reflection of their values and who they want to be remembered as. This authenticity creates a powerful allure. People are naturally drawn to those who are unapologetic, living with a sense of purpose that can't be replicated. And that's the true definition of magnetic energy. Sigmas, now you know the truth. You don't have to chase, beg, or pretend. You don't have to flirt like everyone else, because you aren't like everyone else. You are the quiet storm, the lone wolf, the one who speaks volumes without saying a word. If you've ever felt like the world just doesn't get your energy good, it means you're on the right path. Keep walking it. Be intentional. Be authentic. Be unshakably you. And if this video resonated with your spirit, if you felt seen, heard, and empowered, then don't just scroll away. Like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Become part of this Sigma community. Together, we're not just watching, we're building something real, a movement, a mindset, a legacy. Having said this,